Hello and welcome back to the madness. It is Tuesday. Okay. Sorry, it's late at night, of course, and right when I turn it on, I'm gonna start yawning. So I haven't been doing much. I did get a lot of him done. I don't remember if you saw him or not. Um, yeah, I just kept forgetting to pick up the phone and showing you, and I wasn't doing a lot each day because I'm working in these two colors that are so light that they're annoying me because you can't see them. So, and then of course, right when I start getting into a color that you can see, I got this really bad headache and I had to frog 3 times, and I'm like, okay, that means you should just put down the piece, because do you want to keep frogging all night? And I said, no, so I put down the piece. So, but, I mean, that bird is freaking awesome. But here's that other, I think that's Mew, and that's Mewtwo, or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know names. Then I was like, well, I could get, oh my god, stop yawning. That I could get in here and finish off, his wing. But then I didn't want to have to deal with being over here. So I was just like, no, you just need to go to bed. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to go to bed. It is 11 o'clock. I cannot believe it's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, and I'm considering going to bed. Like I said, didn't get much done on the floss. I think, oh, excuse me, we got to 800, and then I ran out of bags, and I sent Johnny, and that whole story. And then yesterday was Becca's last day of going to class until she moves into the dorm in January. Don't know what that was. So she had to do a double class, and usually that's when John takes her and then goes picks her up, and then he doesn't have to come help me. Well, it was so busy at work yesterday that I told him, I really need you to come in and help me, and I'll just take Becca to work. Oh my god, stop yawning. So, because I can't sit out there the whole time. And I was thinking, well, I still have to buy John a couple more things for Christmas, so I'll just go out there, and there's a Walmart's and there's a Michael's, so I could just go do that, and then everything will be fine. Well, it's a good thing, because Becca's first class, her teacher, her professor, realized that at the very first day of class, she told the professor 5 times out of the semester she was going to have to leave early and run over to the other building where she has the class. The rest of the times they'll meet they meet every Monday, just like this class does, but it's in person only 5 times. The professor was fine with that. And so when she did the midterm, the professor was like, Becca, do you need to leave to go over to your other class? And she's like, no, this isn't one of the schedule times, that he wanted us in class. So we knew that yesterday that he was going to be perfectly fine. It was the last day of class that she was going to have to leave. So she did when she was supposed to. That first class, they let her present. She was like one of the first ones. She wasn't the first, but she was one of the first. Then she ran over to that other class, and they were the first ones to present, and they were told, after you present, you can leave. So she was in the class for 10 minutes and then got to leave. So right when I dropped her off, I went to Walmart. Couldn't find anything. I walked around that whole store. Jana's very hard to buy for. Very hard to buy for. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go over to Michael's. So I went over to Michael's, and I did find a couple of things. And I found two things that I've been really wanting to get him. But they're not exactly what we did when we first got married. We did these painting ceramics. But I found some ceramics that you got paint in it, but it's not as elaborate as the ones we did when we first got married. They were step by step, and oh my gosh, they were so freaking cool. I wish they would bring those back. You can get them on eBay for like triple the price that they cost originally, and the paints are all dried up, and yeah, it's not worth it. I can't think of what they were called, but they were just these awesome ceramics that you would paint. Um, he did, I think it was Frankenstein, a ghost, and Dracula, or I know it was Frankenstein, Dracula, and something else. Behind Tombstones is the one he did. And then mine was a haunted house that had like ivy crawling up the haunted house. And I remember you had to take the brown paint, and it was like really, really thin. And then you had to make these little slash marks. Oh my God, it was so much fun. And then at one point I had to, after it was dried, in this one part, I had to take black paint and put water in it and melt it, like water it down. And it was over the tree stems, and just had to do like this black wash on it. It was so, no, that was not on the tree. It was on the brick of the building. But it was so much fun. And I mean, you would get one and it would be like, the size of this, but it's 3D and you paint it. We don't have it anymore because, I mean, that was 27 years ago. How many times we, got them out each year and set them up and clean the garage and move everything around and all that crap, They just busted. Got chipped, But, if I could buy them again as brand new, and they would be good paints and everything, even all the work that it took, if you got to have it for like 5-10 years, it's so worth it. But I remember we would work on it after work. We would come home and work on them, and I think it took us like 3-4 weeks to paint it. Just, on the weekends we would just like stay up so late, but it was just so much fun. So anyways, I found these like kid, that's what it felt like. It was like for a kid to paint them, but he can get very creative with it, but it won't be, not like the old ones. But anyways, I would love to find it in a Christmas village, but they don't make them anymore. Anyways, so I get out of Michael's, and then I go searching on Amazon because, oh, see, I've renamed my, whatever you say something, yours goes off. Mine is Amazon, and she's like, her little ears perked up like, oh, you want me to say something to you or do something for you? Amazon, stop. Which usually at night right now is when I say, Amazon, what's the forecast?
The current weather is 42 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect rainy weather with a low of 40 degrees.
Wow.
Would you also like the current humidity?
Sure.
Currently, the humidity is 89%.
Wow, so we're not going in the 20s tonight. I'd rather have rain than snow. I always say, give me rain instead of snow. Yeah, so I was sitting in the parking lot and trying to come up with other ideas to search on Amazon. And I spent maybe 10 minutes in the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, I'll just go back to the school and, just sit there, because what if I was like about 15 minutes away. So I get back to the school. I pay for parking, and I was smart. I only did it for an hour, even though there was 2 hours left that she could have been in class. Right? No. Yes. So I paid for parking. I was sitting there for 10 minutes, and she's like, okay, I'm ready. Come to the circle. Like, of course you're ready. I just paid for parking. So, but it was really cool. But there was a cop sitting in the circle, and you're not allowed to be in the circle. You're not allowed to park in the circle. So I was like, dang it. So, I pull past it, and the cop starts following me. Now, I get very nervous when cops are behind me. So finally, he turns off, and, I'm driving through the campus, and I'm like, Becca, I don't know where I'm at. There was a cop following me. I'm not at the circle. So she finally found me. She's like, go to the library. Well, it's dark, I have picked her up a couple of times at the library, but it's dark. And I missed the turn. And I'm like, I think I just passed the library. And she's like, well, go to the student service center. And I'm like, wait a minute. As she's telling me that, I already pulled into this other parking lot. I'm like, I think I'm staring at the parking lot. I think I'm staring at the library. I'm by a parking structure. No, I didn't even get to tell her I was by a parking structure. She goes, do you see a parking structure? I'm like, yeah. I'm in the parking lot by the parking structure. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm staring at the library. I go, it looks like a library. She goes, Mom, a lot of these buildings look like the library. I'm like, I figured that, but I really feel like this is the library. So then I was like flashing my brights at her, and of course there's like it's a little stinking stupid little hill. So I'm like, can you see my lights? I said, okay, a gray car just drove by. She goes, I can't see colors of cars. All I can see is headlights. I'm like, well, when it passes, is it gray? And she's like, well, yeah. I'm like, okay, I think you're coming down the street where I think I'm at. Because I 360 her by then. So I keep flashing my lights. I'm like, can you see me? Can you see me? She's like, no. I said, okay, there's a blue car coming down. Mom, all I see is headlights. I'm like, once the headlights passed you, did you see a blue car? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? It turned. I'm like, okay. I said, okay, there's an old guy started to walk down the street. And she's like, oh, I see someone who I think is old. And she goes, I'm waving my hand. No, I said, oh, wait, I think I see you. I think I see the top of your head. And so she lifts up her arm. She goes, can you see me waving my arm? I said, well, I can see a person waving their arm, but I don't know if it's you. And I'm still flashing my lights at her, right? I said, do you see my lights? She's like, nope. And I'm like, okay, so you're raising your arm in the air. Who else would be raising their arm in the air while they're walking? And she was like, now doing like a dancey thing with it. Now you're dancing with your arm, but you can't see my headlights. Literally, the hill, and I mean, it was a teeny little hill, was blocking my headlights. She finally walked over the hill and saw me flashing her lights. I'm like, she goes, you can stop flashing your lights. I'm like, I see you though. So now you're in the headlights. It was funny. So we came home. Did I stitch at all? No. Okay, this is what I do. So I know I'm going to stitch on this, right? So I get this out, and of course there's a new code word that we had to put on. So I put the code word on it, take a picture, and then I'm like going through all my groups. Okay, I'm going to do this for this, this for this, this for that. And then because a new event started. So I had to read the rules about the new event, and I get it all set up, and I'm like, even get my notebook out. Right, okay, Monday, the date. Okay, this is what I'm doing in this one. This is what I'm doing in this one. This is what I'm doing in this one. Then I'm like, no, I don't feel like stitching. I just put my stitching up. So today when I got it, okay, so we went. You're gonna get 15 minutes of just staring at me moving this, because I have a headache. I can't stitch and talk. So at least you got something to look at, right? So what was it? I think like Thursday I called up Jonathan. I said, hey, Becca's last class is Monday, which I didn't realize that her last class, because I didn't know that she was taking another class that was like a writing class. She never talks about it. So, and it's only meets up. I don't even know what days it meets. I don't even think she goes to class. She just gets assigned homework, because it's not like on a certain day she goes in there for a lecture. So, I don't know. It's a weird class. And all of them are group projects, and they're writing papers together, and it's like annoying. So, her last day there is Thursday. But anyways, I called up Jonathan. I said, listen, because we only have Jonathan's half of his tree done because we ran out of hooks, and we had more hooks here, but we never got over to Jonathan's house again to fix the hooks after Thanksgiving. And I said, listen, your sister's last day is Monday, so Tuesday, do you work? And he's like, no. I said, okay, Tuesday, can we come over? I got Toby's hair everywhere. Oh, you can't even see. I was picking off him. He's on Deadpool. How dare Toby's? And this makes me so mad. We washed this with one of these, I forgot what blanket it was, but it's got all these little, like, balls on it. I just need a new blanket, because Deadpool is all full of balls. Poor Deadpool. When I get bored, I just sit here and pick them off, which you don't want to watch that. So I'll just hold this back up. Yeah, so, I wonder if the lint thing would work on this. I bet you it'd take a long time to get all this off. You know what I need is I need one of those, we used to have it, it was this little, like, there was this screen on top of it, like this mesh screen, and then if you took that off, there was like this razor, and it was electric razor, and it would get balls off of, like, your comforters or sweaters, or it was just this that's all I remember. We go when it was a whole bunch of balls, it would go make this weird noise. Anyways, I said, cool, then me and Becca's going to work with me on Tuesdays, because that's what she used to do. As every Tuesday she would go to work with me, and we play Pokemon Go. Well, she would control both phones with Pokemon Go while I delivered flowers. So we would just spend the day together, because she didn't have class. So I'm like, Becca goes to work with me on Tuesday, and after work, we're going to come over and we're going to finish your tree. Well, last night he called and said, listen, I get off at 4 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, I thought you didn't work. And he's like, I got called in. He's like, which is fine with me, because since Sunday night, I've been on overtime. I'm like, okay. So, he's been working so many hours. So I said, okay, well, how about, here I am trying to pick that off, and it's actually a stitch. But because it's so light, I can't see it. So I said, okay, well, how about if, there's this chicken place, and the funny thing is after we were talking back and forth, he goes, "Hey, by the way, do you want to know what the chicken that place is called?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "The chicken place." I'm like, "Oh my god, here I've been calling it the chicken place, and its name is the chicken place," which I thought was hilarious. But so we were going back and forth. I said, "Okay, well, um, why don't we just have dinner at your house? We'll have, the chicken place." And he's like, "Oh, cool, that sounds good." I said, "Yeah, but you're going to have to drive." And he's like, "Okay, I'll drive." Because, we're teaching him how to drive. And come to find out that every night he jumps in his car. Now, his apartment complex is not big, but it has like three like long stretches of lane. And remember, I told you about the story about his mailbox being, like at the back of the complex. So every night he gets in his car and he drives to the mailboxes, and then he drives around the strip. Do you know how I know this? Because the other day John said, "Oh, while I was getting gas, Jonathan bought a gas can and got gas." And he, I go, "Well, why did he do that?" And he's like, "Because he's been driving his car every night to the mailbox, and he's really enjoying driving." Now, he doesn't go on the main roads. Well, now he does, but at night when he's by himself, he just drives around in the complex, which I know is still against the law, but it's driving around in the complex. Um, and he just gets his mail. He just does like this loop. He gets the mail and then goes back to his account, his apartment, and parks his car. So, I said, "Well, why did he buy a gas can?" He's like, "Because he ran it out of gas, and he's not sure if he can even get it to the gas station." Which, when I got in his car today, he had 49 miles to get to the gas station. But he gets in the car and he's like, "Why did you buy a gas can?" And Jonathan told him, he's like, "But why did you buy a gas can? I have like 5 gas cans at the house." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So I thought that was hilarious. And then he's like, "Well, I want to have one in my car anyway, just in case of emergency." So when he got in the car, I said, "Jonathan, see that little number right there?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "It says 329." And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "That's how many miles until you run out of gas." And he's like, "Oh." I said, "Yeah, when I started your car today it was 49." And he's like, "Oh, I could have made it to the gas station." I'm like, "Yeah, you could have, but it's okay." But I filled up his tank for him. Um, so, I pull up and I park in front of his work, and he was running people's food out to them. And um, you could see he noticed that I was in the car, but you got to realize it used to be my car. So he's used to seeing me in that car. And then he's like, "Wait, that's my car." And I'm like, "Surprise." He's like, "I get to drive home." I'm like, "Yep." So he did really good. I was very impressed. So I say, well, if we could get John over there to do it more, or I guess I just have to do it. I'm hoping. But see, I don't know. Then my mom fear, my mama bear kicks in. And it's like, well, sure, let's keep him, which I really need to ask him when his permit expires. He just renewed it, but I don't know how long it's lasts. If it lasts for 6 months, I'm going to try to talk him into us practicing until well, it depends on, you know, if the groundhog sees a shadow or not, if we have an early or late winter. But I really think he needs to wait until after the snow is pretty much done and then get his driver's license. But I think by the mid of April, he'll be ready to have his driver's license if he doesn't want to get it earlier. I'm just really nervous about him driving in the snow. But, that's just, even once he's been driving for 6 months, the first time it starts snowing, I'm going to be nervous about him driving in the snow. I'll always be nervous about him driving in the snow. Shit, I'm still nervous when John goes out in the snow. But, as him being a new driver, I don't want him driving in the snow. Yeah, so I better get off of here. But it was fun. It was fun picking him up. And then, like I said, he's been working so many hours. And yes, today was supposed to be his day off. And he was called in. And he was called in the night before. That's crazy, So I went to his apartment. Right when I got off work, I went to his apartment. And I did his dishes. And John was like, oh, I'm going to pick up Jonathan. I'm like, no, I'm going to pick up Jonathan because I want to, let him drive. And I said, okay, while I'm gone, you clean the stove and Becca sweep the kitchen. So I think he enjoyed that, coming home to a clean house, apartment. And then after we were done eating, there was leftover chicken and stuff like that. I said, Jonathan, where's your containers? And he's like, in the fridge. I need to, toss them out, go through his leftovers. And he said, I plan on doing that today, but, I got called into work. I said, okay, you know what? Let's do this. And he's like, no, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'm like, I'm here. I'll wash the dishes. Just, oh my God, I wanted to kill him. I would open up containers and they would be full of mold. I'm like, Jonathan Ray. So then I ended up cleaning out his whole damn fridge. I opened up the vegetable thing. Which there's got to be something wrong with this, because we bought the cabbage the same day. My cabbage is perfectly fine. His is all moldy. So I got to see if his fridge is not on the right temperature. But his asparagus was all like, I'm like, Jonathan, you can't do this. His broccoli was all yellow. He's like, I just bought that 2 weeks ago. I'm like, well, you gotta use it before that. But we're really thinking about setting him up with I can't even think of the things now. Where you get the meals shipped to you, and there's small portions, and you get the recipe cards, and oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called. And I was gonna sign him up for one, and he's like, no, I'm really thinking about doing this other one, but I think that would be good for him because he likes to eat all that weird stuff too. I'm not saying, it's weird, but I mean, I don't eat salmon, and they have salmon, and they have like these buffalo taco wraps or something like that. I remember seeing that. I remember a YouTuber was getting it. I don't think it's Hello Fresh. Maybe it is. I think that's the one he wants to do. Oh, I can't remember what they were called. The one that I watched. I showed him the one that I was thinking. He's like, no, I want to do this other one. I was like, okay. So, whatever. But I told him, I said, that would be perfect for you because you get it mailed to you. You get to pick what it is. And it tells you right on the thing, you have to use these ingredients in 5 days. He's like, oh, I could do that. I'm like, yeah, then you won't have all this wastage, And I think he said it was $25 a week and you get 3 meals. I'm like, shit, Jonathan, you're spending like a triple of that in a week for groceries that you're not even using, He's like, yeah, I mean, his freezer is full of stuff. It's just, he's not making it because it feeds a family of 4. You know, like he's got the um, vegetable lasagna, frozen dinner, you know. I told him he needs to start getting the lean cuisine ones or whatever, you know. That's the only one. They're like TV dinners, but they're not like TV dinners, but they are kind of like TV dinners. They're one serving. You could just throw those in the microwave or in the oven and, you know. But then it's a lot of processed food because that's why he's thinking the ones that come in fresh, they're usually like 15-minute prep and cook time, and it's easy and it's fast, but it's fresh. So I don't know. Oh my god, I've been talking for 30 minutes. I gotta get off of here. um yeah, but I had a great time with my baby boy, well, with the whole family. I mean, we were all there, and it's so much easier to be at his apartment because there's room for us all to sit. He's got the dining room table, which was nice to eat at the table, all of us. So I was very happy. And then I brought his laundry home. So I really need to get off of here and fold it because John has to go pick him up at, I think he said 7 o'clock. He has to open at 7:30 in the morning. So yay. Okay, guys, I'm off of here. I will check in the next time I actually cross stitch, which should be tomorrow. I'm really hoping. And then I'll tell you all about the plans. I keep working out my plans. I do know on so many books, so little time. I have like, okay, let's say this is a page. I have like this much of a page left to do. So I was really thinking by the end of the year, I want the last page, not the last page, the page I'm working on finished by the end of the year. I want just right here, up to right here, done on this one. That might be a little bit too much on my plate. But then again, I think there's 3 more weekends. And if I can get some good stitching time in, I know I'm not going to. I don't even know why I try to do these plans. But, ooh, I almost poked my eye out with the needle. I'm not going to say I'm not. Those are my plans. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be, heartbroken. But then I think about all the kidding up that I still want to do. So I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm shutting up. I will see you in the next one.
Okay, it is Wednesday. So I had a lot of things going through my head. So I was like, you know what? Some people miss this. So I'm just going to do this clip like this just to be able to talk and say what I have floating around in my head, basically. So, I am definitely doing the new start every weekend. So that will be 52 new starts. And then January 15th, I'm starting 5. So 52 plus 4 is 56. And then, of course, I don't know what my birthday lands on, but no matter what, we're gonna have another one on my birthday, because if it lands on Saturday or Sunday or Friday, I gotta have a birthday start, and I don't want to count that as a weekend one. So then that would bring us to 56, right? Yes. And then we will have 3 more starts on a certain day, and that would be right, winter, fall, spring, summer, fall, yeah. So I had another 3, that brings us to 59. So then I think I want to think of just one more start, maybe do like a New Year's Day start. That will bring us to 60. Because I want 60 new starts. Now, mind you, they're not all going to be big pieces, which I think I have, I want to say 30 that are big pieces. A lot of them are going to be ornaments too, because next year I want to okay. See, my brain is just all over the place. Between next year and the following year, I want to have a nice handful of ornaments done for my tree. I grew up with cross stitch on my tree. I only could find one that survived, but and I was telling John, and so I was looking at groups last night, and there was a I don't remember what it was called, but it's in semi-sane, and you start a, like, every month the name of the month is in the pattern. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a monthly thing. So I found 2 different ones that I thought were really cute. One is like, I want to say it was chickens doing different things each month. And the other one was, I don't know. I don't remember now. I looked at a whole bunch. I did want to do this one that was gnomes holding a flower, but there looked like there was a lot of backstitch, and, you know, I'm not about that backstitch, so you got tons of backstitch in your pattern. I'm not doing it. Sorry. Not sorry. I just don't feel the need for it to put myself through the aggravation of doing it. And it's not fair for me to always say, Becca, can you do my backstitching for me? I know I should just learn how to do it, but I think it's a whole thing of tension. Either I'm pulling too tight or too loose, and I don't have the happy medium. So I need someone to just teach me how to backstitch that doesn't get an attitude with me. That's the thing that I need. Yeah, so I really want that gnome one. I don't know. But I joined that challenge where each month you start a new thing. I forgot what it's called. I remember it was a cute name, I think. I don't know. I signed up for so many new challenges next year. Yeah. Challenge that I'm going to make a hashtag and everything is, I know there's the Daily 30 group that's, you know, closed, but it gave me an idea. I know y'all just tune me out for a second. I like to diamond paint, but I like to cross stitch more, but I really like my diamond paintings too. So I decided, and I've asked John and Becca, and they're joining me, and anyone else who wants to join me who diamond paints, we are going to every single day work on our diamond painting for 30 minutes. And the cool thing is we're all starting new kits. And I want to see the progress of what a month working on it 30 minutes a day. Now, the only thing is, if you get in a group, you don't have to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to... The whole reason to do this is to get diamond paintings done in my house. Because I have over 100 diamond paintings. And it's because my husband diamond paints, my daughter diamond paints, and I diamond paint. So that's a lot of stash for each person. And I really think my husband has the biggest stash of diamond paintings. But he got into his trains and he stopped diamond painting. But he really enjoys it. It keeps his blood pressure down. It keeps him like zen. And we need John zen. So I told him, you need to get back into diamond painting. So he said he's going to do it. We're going to take pictures every day. We're going to put it under the hashtag and just see what happens. At the end of this video, by then I will have, 665. I guess I better do my job, right? Oh, I passed it already. That's what I thought. I'll have the hashtag in the description box. So, oh God, that was a big bump. Yeah, so I'm very excited about starting all the new things. This weekend I had to sit down and I had to make my Whipco board. someone said put diamond painting on that, but I got the daily 30, so I'm not going to put diamond painting on my Whipco board. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, let me pause you because I got more things. I don't remember what I said last night. I was very tired. So, I think I said it, but if not, then you're hearing it again, but just in a different context. So, I was looking at... I got no stitching done last night because once I finally started stitching, I was stitching on those light colors, and I'm sorry, I just don't like stitching on white, or this was supposed to be blue, but it basically looked white. I hate white stitches. I can't see them. Of course, after, especially on a full coverage, once you put the other stitches around it, you can see it a little bit, but it doesn't. I like bright standout colors, or even dark colors. I need to see what I'm doing, whatever. So I get frustrated and I get distracted very easily. So, I was thinking about my Whipco board, right? Whipco. Oh my God, my brain. And I've been hearing a lot of people talk about theirs. And of course, I'm on the Facebook group. So I've been seeing Whipco boards too, So I'm hearing all of these suggestions. And I'm like... And at first I was a little... I don't know why I was confused. But I was thinking that you had to complete... that whatever was called that month, you had to complete it or you didn't earn your bingo. Well, after, and bonus, I can't believe I have I don't know how many videos of Sammy J's videos that was lost in my watch list. I don't know. But I found a whole bunch that I have not seen, and she's really talking about, the whipcord board and stuff like that. It was from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, basically when she first started it. And Jessie didn't spin the numbers for you. You spinned them yourself. And it was really weird to see it from back how it started to now. But she was explaining how you do different. And then I went to Jessie Marie's, her video from many, many moons ago. I think it was 2 years ago, explaining the different highlighters, medium gray, light gray, medium gray, dark gray, or that, when it's called, it gets the light one. Then I don't remember how she said it, but you work on it throughout the whole year. So then I was thinking, okay, so this changes what I'm going to do, because I didn't want to make goals where if I didn't make it in a month, I would just give up because I feel like a failure, So I was thinking, okay, I think I'm going to do put a couple of page finishes on there. And then I'm like, ooh, I better go and look and see, how many pages I finished this year. I have finished 4.5 pages. Now, mind you, this year we had a lot of injuries, a lot of this was a bad year. My mom died. I got 3rd-degree burns with bacon grease that I still have awful scars on, and that are starting to, it's really painful. I don't know why. I think it's because it's really dry now, and my skin needs moisture, basically. So they're starting to hurt, and yeah, it's a mess. Okay, hold on. Some of you are like, well, Becky, it was your leg. How did that affect your cross-stitching? I was in so much pain, I couldn't concentrate on anything. It was miserable. And then, did I cut my finger while I had I don't remember when I cut my finger, but I cut my finger, took the side of my thumb off, so I couldn't hold a needle. So I was down for 2 weeks on that. Oh yeah, and then remember, I got the hives. That was so much fun. And then, what else happened? Oh yeah, then I had gotten the COVID shot, and both times I wasn't able to stitch for a little bit because of the side effects. I got bad migraines from the COVID shot. The first one wasn't that bad, but the second one, I was like, where am I going? I didn't even yeah, okay, hold on. I gotta put this, I know what direction I should be heading, but I don't know exactly where I'm going. So let me do the GPS real fast. Yeah, so, and I didn't mark that one either, so we gotta do that real fast. You guys tell me if I stay in the lane. There is no one around, or I would not be doing that. So, yeah, I just had injuries and, the second COVID shot. Yeah. Migraine, high fever, the sweats at night. Oh, I hate those. I basically felt like I had a really bad flu. But it only lasted about 40 hours. It wasn't even the full 48 hours. Me and Becca just basically took over my bed, and John just gave us orange juice and made sure we kept taking Advil for a fever reducer and all that fun stuff. So as I was sitting there last night, sorry, my brain just forgot what we were talking about. As I was sitting there last night, I'm like, I think my goal was to get 5 pages done. Or my goal was to get 6 pages done. And I was feeling, dang it, why I didn't. And then I started thinking about everything. It's because there was a lot of time. There was basically 2 months, I think you've added all up, that I really didn't get to cross stitch. So I am really going to try. Now, it probably won't happen. I'm going to try to finish off the page before the end of the year. It could happen, but then it might not happen. So I'm not going to be hard on myself if it doesn't happen. But my goal for next year, I am going to put 5 spaces on my Whipco board. Why do I keep saying Whipco? Whatever. Just like I can't say vlog. Well, for the longest time I couldn't say vlog, but now I can say it perfectly. Yeah. So I'm going to do 5 pages finished on So Many Books, So Little Time. And then I was thinking putting 2 pages, I don't like how that car just, yeah. Because I got this big truck, this white truck. I don't know if you can see him. He was like, let's just go over here. We'll be happy right over here, all by our little selves. See, this is why I don't like doing vlogs on the road anymore, because road rage. I get so distracted too with the traffic, and they make me mad. So I was thinking 5 pages on. No, yes, we're gonna say 5, but I'm hoping for 6. 5 pages on So Many Books, So Little Time. 2 pages on Gen 1. Which I really want 5 pages on Gen 1 too. Gen 1 stitches up so much faster than So Many Books, So Little Time, because it's not fun to do. It really isn't. It's so much confetti, and it's just like a nightmare. That's why you don't see me working on it. But I am going to stick to my goal next year. I have to do 500 stitches on it a week. That is one goal that I am going to keep. Oh, I hate it, but I'm going to keep it. I just hate being forced to do things. And I know it's me who's doing it. I could just not force myself. But I want this project done in the 7 years. And to get it accomplished in the 7 years, I have to do a minimum of 500 stitches a week on it. And I am so far behind, which really tonight I just need to put down Gen 1 and just, ooh, that was a big bump. Concentrate for the rest of the year on so many books, so little time, until December 21st when it comes winter, and I am starting the winter vibe tree. That is happening. Now, my goal too is to finish the vibe trees in their season, which I don't see that being a problem whatsoever. So I plan on doing a lot of cross stitching, and Becca's gonna be gone, so that means I'm gonna have to do more stuff around the house. So we're going to work this in, and John's going to help me. So I was just freaking myself out that it was going to start cutting into my stitchy time. But if I only just spend an hour on the house each day, then it's fine. But I'm going to have to start cooking more and cleaning the kitchen more, because that's what Becca does. She cooks 3 nights a week. And helps with the dishes. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Now I feel like I'm just putting too much stuff on my plate. I really should just say 5 on so many books, so little time. Well, I'm going to be doing 500 stitches a week anyway, so whatever that works out to be, I don't know. I don't know how many stitches are in what page. I wish I could figure that out. I guess I could always load, oh my god. I wonder if I could just load 1 page into Pattern Keeper and then highlight it all, which that would be a pain. Do you know how many? Oh no, I don't want to do that, so I don't know. Oh, I know what I could do. Oh my gosh. All I have to do is, like, if it's a 60 by 80 block, you just times that, and that would tell me how many stitches are in it. Yeah, oh no, I gotta get over. Oh no. Oh, you don't look good. What's wrong with your truck there, dude? Okay, we're not gonna try to force our way over there. I wasn't thinking I was supposed to turn right there. So we'll just do this. God, I'm sorry. I am just rambling today. Yeah, I need to sit down and do my plans this weekend. And just mark them all down. And the only thing that's set in stone is the 30 minutes a day for diamond painting. And that I'm going to do a whip quilt board, and there's going to be challenges for myself, and the 60 starts. So I guess I do have a lot of plans for next year. So, okay guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I think I rambled enough. I was just letting you know what's going on in this big old brain. Well, little old brain, but whatever. Okay, bye.
Hello, it is Thursday night. I stitched 200 stitches last night, but didn't come on here and show you guys because I was uploading Stitchy Time. So, yay. But if you guys watch Stitchy Time, okay, there's a dog hair on my ring and it's driving me up a wall. This is the time that Toby really sheds a lot, which really stinks for me because I am highly allergic to his hair. So, yeah, it's like pins and needles.
Shall I start brushing him every night?
That would be great. And I know some of you were very excited because Tiny Pufferfish was in front of the camera. I was very excited about it too. Yeah, I'm just not getting the stitchy time that I want to have right now. Work has just been so crazy, and then when I get home, I'm exhausted. And I was home kind of early today too. I got home at like 3:30 back. Oh, she left me.
Just about, I'd say.
Yeah, I want to say it was about 3:30. Maybe 4 o'clock. So I guess that's not early. But I don't know. It was still light outside, so but I didn't really get to sit down and stitch until like 7 o'clock, and then I was talking to someone on Messenger and helping them, and which I'm not complaining about at all. But it was like, okay, I'm gonna start stitching, and then I would just get sidetracked. I was on Facebook, I was here, I was there. It was like, my God, just start stitching. So I want to get 200 stitches in this, and then I'm really thinking about just going to bed because I'm exhausted. I like how some of you said that I need to leave Johnny alone. Listen, Johnny thought this was like you couldn't talk and professional. I'm like, we do this for fun, please. He's like, well, I didn't know I could say like, talk. I'm like, it was just hilarious. If you could seen him behind the camera going like, it's like, what are you trying to say? So we gave him a good laugh. He thought it was funny. So he doesn't consider that me picking on him or anything. He was just like, well, I didn't know. What else has been going on? Nothing much. I mean, work has just been crazy busy. Johnny's been working every day with me. Becca's done with school until January 2nd. What?
10th.
10th?
Yeah.
I thought we moved you in January 2nd or 3rd.
No, I just get to know my room 3rd day of January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm excited then. And I think I've said this already. I'm just really excited. John and Becca both said that they're going to do the 30 minutes a day diamond painting with me. So I'm just excited. She's going to work on Belle, and I'm going to work on the Beast. And the funny thing is, it was about a year ago, wasn't it, Becca, that we kitted those up?
Yeah.
So they've been...
We're also going to do the tree.
I don't know if I'm ever going to do that damn tree. It's kitted up, though. Okay, if I get done with Belle... No, with Beast... Right?
Yeah.
I'm doing Beast, you're doing Belle?
Yeah.
And it's not next year, the following year, then I'll put the Christmas tree in my rotation for, 30-minute stitch. Not stitch. Diamond painting. Oh, okay, I know what I was going to say. See, my brain. So last night, so I found out that, this is page 5, then we have page 6, page 7, and like a smidge. I think it's like, it's 30, so it's 3 of these is the last page. So, after doing all the math, I need to do at least, I think it was, I have it right here, right? Yep. I need to do 940 stitches a week for next year. And then I will have 14 and 2 smidges pages done. or like I like to say it, I'll have 2 rows done. So I want to, what is 2 rows? And then I was going back and forth yesterday and today while I was driving, and I'm like, well, what if I just like, okay, so, I can't, you're on there. I can't show you because it's on my phone. I was thinking, what if I stopped right past the stopwatch? But then I was like, well, then I wouldn't have the cat. But then I'm not really a cat person. But it is cute. But then I wouldn't have the dinosaur that's not dinosaur. What is this? Dragon. That's eating the cookie. So I was like, you know what? Just after next year, then go back to the 500. I was starting to really feel overwhelmed. And a project shouldn't make you feel that way. But I really think that I can do 1,000 stitches in this. I'm lisping very bad right now. A week. 500 stitches. I average, even on my slow weeks, I average about 2,000 stitches a week. Am I going to get that this week? Well, it just depends on this weekend, really. Because that's when I do a lot of my stitching. But, yeah, so I figured even if I only did 2,000 stitches a week, 1,000 on this and 1,000 on whatever else I want, and I could break that up to 5 different projects, 200 on 5, right? 2 times 5 is 1,000, right? Okay. I am so tired. My brain cannot math. So, I'm happy with that. And then, there's sometimes on a Saturday or Sunday, I can knock out 1,000 stitches in a day. So, just depends on what's going on. Becca's almost got the pattern done. You're more than halfway, right, Beck?
No.
Oh, I thought you were more than halfway.
I only have like the first 4 weeks, the last 4 weeks, and then the middle 2 weeks on there right now. I have to expand the pattern more.
Oh, okay. How can you do that if you got the last?
I'll show you.
Okay. I just don't want it to be messed up,
I have it in secured sections where they won't be messed up.
Okay, but you see what I'm saying? It's like, how can you add to the middle, or is there a way for you to add to the middle?
Yeah.
I can't see you. You're in... Remember, when I have this light on, I see shadow. Okay, I see you. Your glasses are doing something. Are you shaking your head yes or no?
Yes.
My God. This light is so bright. When I try to look at her, I see like the silhouette of her. And I see her glasses, the light just going like this. Well, I don't know if that's up, down, sideways. What is it doing?
It's dancing.
It's dancing, dancing, dancing. Oh. I still don't know if I have to work Saturday. I asked and didn't really get an answer. I need to work because I need the money. This Christmas season is a lot slower than last year. So, for basically the next 4 months, it's going to be a strict budget. Meaning, no eating out, no fun stuff, no purchasing, no nothing. Which, I'm fine with the no eating out. I'm kind of doing, after Christmas, Well, basically the new year. Because it makes no sense to start it before New Year's Eve because, we're going to eat all the fatty stuff and all that. Because New Year's Eve is basically snack foods, right? So.
Or divorce.
What, Beck?
Or divorce.
Or divorce.
I don't remember the stupid fancy word for appetizers. I remember.
Hors d'oeuvres. I thought you said after divorce.
I said hors divorce.
Or divorce. Or door. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to say it. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. I was going to say, I just said it though. Or divorce. Oh, you got me snorting. Damn it. Oh, that was hilarious. Well, that's what. Aren't appetizers and hors d'oeuvres?
Yes.
Oh my god. Why? Now I can't say the word.
They're the same thing.
They're the same thing.
It's just a stupid fancy word.
Which I haven't been tested for it, but I think I am borderline diabetic. So, after New Year's, I am going to. The hardest thing for me ever is to cut out pasta. I am allowing us to have spaghetti once a week, which will probably be every other week because I don't like having spaghetti once a week. But every other week for sure. But every night we have a noodle. We have some type of pasta, macaroni and cheese. What is my favorite, Buck?
Alfredo.
Well, Alfredo, but what is the other thing? The skinny. Angel hair pasta, that's right. The skinny one. So, which means now I'm going to have to start eating in the morning. I am not a breakfast person at all. But I'm going to make myself. Oh, shoot. I just better end this. No use playing chicken tonight. So, gonna make better decisions. Cutting out pop, which I always cut out pop in January. And then it seems about Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, I just have to start drinking it again because I needed the energy.
And then summertime, you quit again.
And then summertime, I always quit again. And then
fall rolls around and we're back on.
Yep. But this time I'm really going to try to cut it out. Becca's doing dishes, so that's what you're hearing. No, Beck, it's a household, and like I told your father last night, or you told him, this is not professional. Isn't that what you told him?
I told him we ain't professionals.
We ain't professionals. This is real life, people.
Deal with the program.
Get with the program, or did you say get or deal?
Get.
Oh, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, why would you deal with the program? So, now I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, we're making life choices here. Good life choices. And I told John that I was going to cut off his hands if he brings in Nutty Buddy? What is it?
Yeah.
Nutty Buddy bars?
Yeah.
Or pop, or he knows I love Reese's, and he'll just bring them in. I'm like, I told you I'm trying to watch my weight. I hate saying diet. I say I'm making different life choices. Because of diet, I failed so many diets.
Changing your eating habits.
Right. But he's a sabotager. Big time. And he'll tell you. He won't tell you. He'll just do that little creepy laugh that he does. It's like, there you go. That Becca knows how to do it. I can't do it the right way or I'll start choking. And I've noticed since I put on more weight too, my asthma is really bad. And you would think my asthma would be better because it's been 3 years since I quit smoking.
Just about.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's time to take care of myself for sure. Because, damn it, I got too many stitching projects. I know Becca's not going to finish them for me. Wow, see, getting on here and just talking away, I was really dreading doing that section that I had to finish tonight. But look at that, I'm almost done. Now, tomorrow night, I'm going to, I printed out the, shoot, what is it called? Sammy J did a video on, this person's, she made things for the Happy Planner, like, tracking things. I can't think of what it's called. My mind just blanked. Anyways, I printed it all out, and tomorrow I want to cut it down to the size, and I went and bought the 9-ring hole punch for the Happy Planner. That was my last big purchase. Oh, that's what I was saying too about the eating out, because we're going to be eating healthier. It will help my budget because we won't want to eat out. I can't believe how fast this is going. I did ask my son and my husband for cash for Christmas because I have a lot of floss I want to buy. So, but besides that, I don't think I really need anything else. I have a lot of fabric. And really, I could work around the floss that I don't have. So, all will be good. If we can just get to May, everything will be fine again. Because I know Mother's Day, I will get my savings account back up where I feel good. There we go. We did it. Thank you, guys. You stuck around. It does stitch up fast. Well, when I get, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of confetti. You probably can't even tell. But there's like 6 or 7 different colors just right here. But then you get the big patches. And this is all confetti here. So I'm going to work to here. And then I'm going to work back up and do that section. And then I'm going to try to do, like, not a whole bunch of cross country. But that's the end of the page right there. So I really think I can get this page done by the end of the year. Think about it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that's 600 and some odd stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. Let's call that 7, 8. Yeah. Because I have 2 more weekends. Or 3 more weekends. 3 more weekends. Until the end of the year. And I'm not pushing myself any further. Once I get this caught up to there, then it's going away for until the first week of January. And then you'll see it every single week for the minimum of 940 stitches. Okay, I hope I didn't bore you guys. And I will see you later. I hope I was in screen too. Oh my gosh, I probably wasn't, was I? Well, if not, I sorry. I'll try better next time. Okay, I know. I'm late. I forgot to do the clip yesterday. So someone just kindly
I don't know how kindly it was, reminded me that I didn't do my vlog yesterday. I'm telling you, I got too much stuff on my brain right now. But I did do some cross stitching. I think I got quite far. It's 300 stitches, but it looks more than 300 stitches to me. Progress is progress. And yeah, I cheated. I went past the line, but I was on a groove and I was like, I just want to finish out this thread. So that's where that floss finished out, and that's where that floss finished out. But I have some things I need to do. We need to cook dinner, and I need to do some more floss drops for Becca to finish off my thing, which, damn, she is kicking booty with that. And we discussed today, can I say it or no? She decided that she's UFOing 2 projects. The one she's going to, I guess she's not UFOing it, but she's modifying it to be a finish that she'll be happy with. And the other one, she's temporarily UFOing. Her temperature garden is going to meet the UFO box with Dark Queen of the Sea sale, the Harry Potter sale, the temperature chart, and the temperature tree. They're all just going to have a little party in there for a year, and then we'll see what's going to happen to them. So, yeah, but I really want a gangbuster on this tonight. So we will see. And this is the last clip, so I will see you. Well, okay, next week is Christmas. So it probably won't be uploaded until Sunday next week. So I'll see you next weekend. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.